So the last time I made a video talking about Ahsoka, I talked about the fact that they originally intended that series to be an animated sequel to Rebels, but that was scrapped in favor of an Ahsoka live-action series. Now let's talk about some series details and plot details that have landed from the Kessel Run transmission page. So when it comes to whatever they're gonna do with the upcoming first season of Ahsoka and how that ties into Mandalorian or the New Republic show, that still remains to be seen. Obviously, we all expect at some point they're all going to have a crossover, which has been something that's been rumored, but we still don't know beyond the rumor stage of what happens. Now, of course, it was confirmed, yeah, they sort of scrapped the Rebels CG sequel. They're going into the live-action realm with these characters, and the Kessel Run transmission reported some things a little bit ago that have now been sort of confirmed by other insiders, if you will. And they say that essentially the first season and the overall plot is Ahsoka is in search of Ezra Bridger and Thrawn, which is exactly why she was asking the people of where is Thrawn, because, well, she's on his case, she's on his trail. Now, apparently what else they're doing is they are taking the scripts that were written for the Rebels sequel, that were written for the animated one, and those are getting repurposed to be a part of the Ahsoka series, which again does make sense. Now, they also do go on and say that Sabine will be a reoccurring character in this, in live action, which does make sense, and they go as far as saying that she will be the co-star of the series, which again, this perfectly fits. Budgetary reason why, there's no reason why they can't pull it off, because we see multiple Mandalorians all over the second season of Mandalorian, and they're flying around, they're doing their thing, and they seem to be able to pull it off just fine. So bringing Sabine into this, and if she's going to cross over with some of the other plot details and even go into Mando, probably remains to be seen, but I assume that is something that could and probably will happen down the road. Now, the big other one here is the fact that if Ahsoka is good enough and there's a lot of demand for it, that apparently they're already looking at Ezra and Thrawn shows as potential spin-offs, but it all depends on how people react to Ahsoka and these characters in live action. My guess is this will 100% happen, at least an Ezra spin-off, and who knows what else they could do with that. My assumption would be that you would kind of free yourself up into this universe and see how far you can get away from what's happening with the Skywalkers, because obviously you're not going to have them cameoing all the time, or maybe even most of the time, but you got to kind of carve out your own little corner of the universe and your own stories, which we see Mando was doing just fine up until that last couple moments, and then Luke still just walks away. He'll never probably mention Mando again, unless there's a giant crossover, but it does fit that mold. So my assumption is they're going to see how they can pull this off, and then ultimately we're probably going to get all of this and more.